Hi guys, and welcome back to Coffee with My Sunshine. Thanks so much for joining me for another DIY. And if you're new here, I hope you like what you see and would consider subscribing. I would love to have you join my YouTube family. So today's DIY is going to be this winter sled, and it's going to be a part of a challenge, and that is the Girls Can Use Power Tool Challenge, hosted by Natalie from the channel Design to the Nines, where she is on a mission to help women feel more comfortable using power tools on their own. She has a really fun channel, so when you're done watching my video, head on over to her channel. She is a natural at decorating and DIYs. She recently did a video on a blueberry pie, which looked delicious. So like I said, when you're done with my video, head on over to her channel. And her co-host this month is Ashley from the channel Ashley Lauren. She also has an amazing channel, so after you're done watching my video, head on over to their channels and check them out. Also, I will have a playlist listed in the description box below for you to see what everybody else created. So for mine, I wanted to make a winter sled. I actually found one on Pinterest that I thought looked really cool, so my husband asked me to send him the picture and he would kind of draw it out for me and then we could build it. So he was nice enough to draw up the measurements so that if you guys like the sled, you can build one yourself. So to start off, we used some scrap pieces of wood that we've had and we just cut them down to size. And like I said, I will leave the measurements in the description box, and if I can get it attached, I'm going to try and attach a picture of the measurements and stuff towards the end of this video if you would like to make this sled. So after I cut them down to size, I went ahead and traced from the stencil that my husband had made for me. And I first started tracing the seat, which is only 2 pieces, and then the skis for the sled, which is another 2 pieces. So this is going to be so simple to make and put together. And for these pieces, I just used this jigsaw, which my husband kind of guided me on this because I had never really used one. And I was having a hard time because 1, it was so dark in our garage, and 2, once it starts going, the sawdust goes pretty much right where you're trying to see the lines. So I did most of the cuts, and then once my hands started cramping up, my husband took over. So after those 4 pieces were cut out, I just used this oscillating belt sander, and I can link these tools in the description box if you guys are interested. And this could definitely be done by hand if you don't have one of these machines, but I was lucky enough that my dad got this for me. And then for the 2 pieces that attach the seat to the skis, I just went ahead and cut on this saw. And this part can be done any color, but I really wanted it to kind of look old and vintage, so I went ahead and mixed a few of the reds that I had together, and I'm just going to give the skis a good coat. And I'm not worried about completely coating it because, like I said, I want it to have like a vintagey rustic look. And here's my dog Bella, who always comes to visit me when I'm working here on the floor. I thought I would show her face because I do have a subscriber friend that said she looks for her in almost all my videos. So back to painting. Like I said, I just went and gave these two ski pieces a good coat of red, and I did paint the bottom a little bit. I wasn't worried about it because it's not going to be seen. And I didn't sand the sides because I just wanted it to have the aged look. And then for the seat, I am mixing some white chalk paint and some antique white acrylic paint. And then using this chalk paint brush, I can list that also in the description box. And I always forget how well chalk paint coats. I would have gone a little bit lighter on the first coat of this, or the only coat that I did. So I went back and just did a little bit of wet distressing with a wet rag and took off some of the paint. I will probably go over it again with a little bit of sandpaper just to give it, you know, more of, just to make sure some of the wood is showing through. And then to attach them, we just laid it flat on the table and then found some screws that would go through those little attachment pieces and the seat, but would not poke through the top, obviously. And then we just put a spacer between the seat so that it was even when we attached our support pieces. I can also link this screwdriver in the description box. It is awesome because you don't have to sit there and crank on it. It just does all the work for you, and it has a little light, which is super helpful. So after the support pieces were attached, we decided where we wanted the seat on the skis. And in the picture, it showed that they were that the seat was level with the skis, but I actually wanted it sitting up a little bit above the skis. So we put the ski that we were attaching to the seat up on a 3/4 inch board there, so that it made it so the seat was actually raised when we attached it. And then we just went ahead and put screws in the support pieces from the side of the ski. We did pre-drill it just so it was easier for the screw to go in. And it's just about finished. I am going to go back through with a little bit of sandpaper just to rough up some of the edges. And I think it looks perfect. It's going to look so cute after I give it a good coat of a sealant spray. It's going to look so cute on my front porch. So let me know if you liked this kind of project and if you're going to make one yourself. I wanted to say thank you so much for my husband for drawing this up for us. I think it's perfect. And thank you, Natalie, for inviting me to join in on your challenge. So don't forget to head on over to Natalie and Ashley's channel. And then when you're done with that, click on the playlist to get more inspiration. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! It would actually look really cute decorated next to the ski lodge sign and Christmas tree. So if you haven't seen that video, I will link it above.